This is Carol from Cosin with Carol. We are here today at The View on 30A. I'm here with Arlene Harian, who's going to talk to me about her book, Mentoring Your Child to Win. Can you tell us a little bit how you came about the book?
Yes, I'd love to. I was a musician living in New York, being very happy with my life, and I auditioned with a manager who eventually became my husband. And very shortly we found that we had some very serious fundamental differences in the way we looked at life. And the marriage just didn't go well. But I soon became pregnant, even though the marriage didn't go well. And
funny how that works out.
Yeah. And found myself in a position where I did have a kind of epiphany, a breakthrough. And that happened when I was pregnant. I used the analogy of physical fitness to spiritual fitness. So an example is how do we, if we go to a gym and we can't immediately take on everything, so we have to start from where we are. So it's like activating the muscles of your inner life by getting inside, and I found the way to do that. It was through that analogy. Through gratitude, compassion, understanding, taking risks, forgiveness, contribution. All of these steps came to me in a certain way that was so palatable and so understandable, so that I did them as an exercise through meditation, prayer, visualization, and therapy. It was like I consolidated all of that. And I was able to rise out of this abyss of victimhood through that analogy of finding out how to activate the inner muscles in a similar way that we activate our body to become fit.
When you find that center with yourself, I think most people just want to share it with others.
That's how this book came about. I decided I wanted to tell people about what I did and what they can do, what they can create in their lives. Within this work, what I discovered is that when we go through that excavation process, that exploration process, we find out what our values are. A lot of people are walking around, they don't know, they don't have a clue about why they're here. What's their gift? Why are they here? What is their purpose? We need to find out why we're here on this planet and find what's important to us. What are our values? What is that DNA inside of us that we have to wake up and become aware of? What's important? What is non-negotiable? Once we find that, we have a baseline of who we are and what we can become and what we can help and influence others in this world. That's the key. Finding out who we are, giving the gift back to help others. I think that it's important to find out why we're here on this planet. Somebody asked me that question once, and it just shocked me into awareness of, I've got to know why I'm here on this earth. The question was, why are you here on this planet? So the thing is, we all have a gift inside, Caroline. We all have something that's inside that's very deep. Life sometimes obscures it. But if we can find why we're here on this planet, and that is our genius, once we find that, then we have a passion to create our work around that knowledge of the gift that we have. And it's not just a gift, it's a genius that we all have, we all excel. And when we find that, that's like winning the lottery, because then you automatically become happy and fulfilled, because you know why you're here. You know why you're on this planet. And it's a joyful experience to be in that place, to know that. And it's worth the journey.
When you talk about finding your value and aligning what you've found
Yes.
to your life, what do you mean by that?
Okay, so let's say a value could be integrity. So you find out what that value is, and you are so in touch with it that it's non-negotiable. So if somebody comes over to you and they want to have you compromise yourself in some way, either through business or doing something that is a little tilted to the illegal side, you can't do that because you've come in touch with a value that is immovable, and that's critical. So when you take those values and you find out what they are and that they're non-negotiable, you can align your life with them. And then you can build your life. You can find your gift and say, where do I fit in? These are my values. They're not movable. They're my DNA. They're what God put into me, whatever God means to us. And when we find that, that is the key. That is the key to liberation, because then we can structure our life based on that. And then we start magnetizing people in our lives that appreciate those values. It sort of eliminates people that don't belong in our lives.
In your audio clip, Our Journey to Wholeness,
Yes.
how has it helped others?
I read Siddhartha, I read St. Francis of Assisi. These wonderful books that have that thread, that the answers are inside. So I took all of that and I put it in a very interesting progression, a systematic sequence where you start from where you are and you end up finding out why you're here on this planet. That's the ultimate question. Why are we here on this planet? So the journey takes you, it's only 18 minutes, and it takes you on this journey where if you do it systematically, your whole life will change. And that's what happened to me. That's how I became a CEO of a company from welfare, by doing this audio, and that's what I'm offering today.
Do you actually offer any private mentoring?
Yes, I do. I do coaching, and I would love to work with people that would like to find their way in life and go on this wonderful journey of self-exploration. And I urge nurses, hospital personnel to access this. I think that it could be very life-changing. It has been for me, and I totally recommend it. For those of you that would like to access my book and go into more detail about my life, this is on Amazon, and it's Mentoring Your Child to Win. So it is on Amazon. And again, the audio is something that they would do on a daily basis with our busy lives. We need something that's just 18 minutes, and that will do it for you. It got me to where I am, and I totally and wholeheartedly recommend it to everyone. Thank you so much.